Animal discoveries. Table of contents. Introduction. Well, let me read the caption. The Bonaire banded box jellyfish's scientific name is Tomoya oboya. The name was chosen in a contest. The winner said most people would say, "Oh boy," when seeing the jellyfish. Introduction. Question. If you wanted to discover a new animal species, where would you look? Answer. In places nobody has looked before. Many newly discovered species are found on the expeditions to remote corners of Earth. Other species may be discovered under a microscope. A species' DNA can set it apart from other species that may look the same. Some new life forms, though, are found in places that people pass by every day. Scientists discover more than 15,000 animal species each year. That's about 1% of the more than 1.5 million species we know about already. At the same time, extinction is wiping out species at record rates around the globe. So each new species is an exciting and important discovery. Monkey mania. In 2007, a new species of monkey was identified in the remote forest of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The Lesula has large, expressive eyes. It is described as shy and quiet. The first one found by scientists was being kept as a girl's pet. The Lesula was the first new species of monkey found in 28 years. Yet in 2010, scientists found another new monkey by listening to its complex calls. The Carqueta TT monkey lives in the Amazon jungle of Colombia, along with about 20 other species of Tichi monkeys. What sets it apart from other Tichi monkeys is its bushy red beard and the absence of a white bar on its forehead. Another unique feature of this species, its babies purr like cats. A healthy population of these monkeys should be in the thousands. However, fewer than 250 Carqueta Tichi monkeys are thought to exist today. So the newly discovered Tichi monkey is already considered endangered. Freaky, fabulous frogs. No bigger than a pea. The Matang narrow-mouthed frog is one of the smallest known frogs in the world. It was discovered on Borneo, in an island in Southeast Asia, in 2010. Although examples of these frogs are found in century-old museum collections, scientists simply thought they were juveniles of a different species. They learned otherwise when they heard the frogs calling at dusk from pitcher plants. Since only adult frogs make calls, scientists concluded that these tiny frogs must be full-grown. The Matang narrow-mouthed frog tadpoles in a pitcher plant. Do you know? Pitcher plants are important to the Matang narrow-mouthed frog. Female frogs deposit their eggs on the sides of the pitcher, and tadpoles grow in the liquid that gathers inside the plant. The long-nosed tree frog is also known as the spike-nosed tree frog. A herpetologist discovered another frog species, the long-nosed tree frog, during an expedition to the Foham Mountains of New Guinea in 2010. The area is so remote and so recently explored that it has been nicknamed the Lost World. This tree frog is notable not for its size, but rather for its long, unique nose. When the male frog calls, its nose points upward like a spike. When the frog is done calling, its nose falls. No one knows why. The frog has a nickname, the Pinocchio frog. The herpetologist spotted it sitting on a bag of rice in his campsite. When the blossom bat feeds on nectar, it also helps pollinate the flower. which can make seeds to grow new plants. Furry finds. Another find from the same 2010 Foho Mountain expedition was the blossom bat. Although bats are mammals, this one has been called the hummingbird of the bat world. It uses its long tongue to drink nectar from the flowers of rainforest trees. A 2005 expedition to another island, Madagascar, uncovered Goodman's mouse lemurs. Not much bigger than mice, these tiny lemurs jump around in the trees at night. In the daytime, they sometimes sleep in vacant birds' nests. Do you know? Lemurs are only found in Madagascar. Goodman's mouse lemurs. Sazima's tarantulas are only found in the tabletop mountains of Brazil. These mountains have a different climate than the surrounding area. Interesting invertebrates. Scientists estimate that vertebrates, animals with backbones, represent only 3% of all species. They include those species that are the most familiar and similar to us: amphibians, reptiles, birds, fish, and mammals. The remaining 90% of animal species known to science are invertebrates, animals without backbones. Tarantulas can be one of the more frightening invertebrates. They're big and hairy, come in about 900 species, and are predators. The largest species can kill small mammals, lizards, and birds. Sazima's tarantula, however, has a special beauty. Its dark blue body almost glows. This fantastic arachnid has an extremely limited habitat, only living high in the mountains of Brazil. Like most insects, plant hoppers go through stages of development. This young plant hopper is just beginning to develop wings. The troll-haired plant hopper, discovered in 2013 in the rainforest of South America, may not be good-looking, but at least it has good hair. The wild hair isn't hair at all, but instead waxy secretions from the insect's belly. When a predator attacks, the hair breaks off, and the plant hopper can jump to safety. That's the theory, anyway. Scientists aren't sure yet. The Gorgon's head starfish is named for the Gorgons from Greek mythology. These creatures had hundreds of snakes on their heads instead of hair. Underwater wonders. Scientists discovered the Gorgon's head starfish in 2010 about a half a mile, 800 meters, beneath the surface of the North Atlantic Ocean. The Gorgon's head, a species of basket star, has 5 curly, branching arms that split off from its body. The 5 arms include as many as 5,000 tips. The tips help this basket star feed on plankton and shrimp floating by in the water. It also uses its arms to walk along the seabed. They even protect the animal when it's disturbed by curling around it to form a tight ball. Since Earth's oceans are vast, large portions have yet to be explored. However, that's not the reason it took until 2013 to discover the walking bamboo shark. The walking bamboo shark has different patterns of spots and bands than other bamboo sharks. Like most sharks, the walking bamboo shark is no threat to humans. It lives off the coast of Indonesia. Scientists discovered it because its coloration differs from that of other bamboo sharks. This new species is thought to reach about 30 inches or 80 centimeters in length. It uses its fins to push itself along the ocean floor in search of food. The wiggling movement makes it look as though the shark is walking. Because these sharks are so rare, the government of Indonesia is taking steps to protect them. Hiding in plain view. Oh, let me read the caption. Oblonguitos have smaller, rounder faces and shorter tails than the olingos, which they were mistaken for. Oh, the olinguito managed to escape notice for so long by being mistaken for something else. In 2013, researchers discovered that for more than 100 years, the olinguito had been wrongly identified. This mammal, which looks a lot like a teddy bear, leaps through trees at night. The smallest member of the raccoon family, the olinguito, can be found in Ecuador and Colombia. It is the first species of this type to be discovered in the Americas in 35 years. Mistaken identity. Humans may encounter an unidentified species for years while mistaking it for a familiar species. This often happens because these two species look the same, at least on the outside. These are called cryptic species. They are only found to be distinct when scientists study their genetic code. As DNA technology is used more and more, reports of distinct new species are on the rise. The Cambodian tailorbird is hard to find because it lives in dense brush.